Alright, I've got my bed free of the garlic and it's all almost cleaned up. Now, I got some stuff to put in here, and I'll go ahead and let you know from previous videos if you didn't know. This is a 2-foot deep bed, and when I built these beds, I put firewood in the bottom of it, basically. So there's a layer about 12 to 13 inches of wood. So we're doing a hugo bed here. All 4 of these beds are hugos. So the soil that I have in here, and this is from last year, I did a mix, and I can't remember if it was a 60-40 mix, but it's basically fill dirt and then mushroom compost, and everything's done good. So you see that my wood is starting to decay, and my son, he dug down and said the temperature was really hot in here, Dad, so it's doing its thing. If I level this out, you'll notice I've lost probably 3 inches just over the course of a year. So I'm going to experiment with something in here, and let me show you what that is. Alright, so this is what I'm going to put in this bed, and I'm not going to do them all like that unless this stuff works out, but this is the Miracle Grow garden soil for all-purpose in-ground use, which is going to be for my raised bed. And it's supposed to, it's got all the amendments and everything, the feed, whatever it needs, put in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some of this, and I'll probably lay down 4 cubic yards in the box and mix it with what I've already got. And then if I need to, I've got 4 more cubic yards I can put in there, and then we'll get that box ready for planting. So not a sponsor, just showing you what I'm doing. I actually was going to get some black cow, but I'll save that for a different box, and we'll experiment with these. I got 4 raised beds. We'll experiment with the amendments that we put in the soil and see which one works best for our raised bed system. All right, so stick around. We'll see what it looks like when we get her done. Okay, I got my bed amended, and like I said, I used the Miracle Grow potting, well, it's not potting soil, but it's garden soil. And for this size bed, it required 3 bags or 6 cubic feet. So I put 4 cubic feet in and mixed it all up real good with the soil below. And then I came back and then laid another bag on top and just kind of spread it across the top. Use my hard rake to go ahead and kind of pack it in a little bit. But that's it. That's the amended bed. I just want to remind you, and if you read the labels, you'll know that they recommend that you wear gloves when handling this type of soil. Now, I wouldn't say you got to use gloves to handle the soil in your yard, but when you buy something commercially like this stuff right here, I knew there was a guy recently, a big gardener, I can't remember his name, but he had passed away. He caught something from handling the soil without gloves. So, yeah, always remember, if you buy it from the store, you don't know what's in it. Even though the bag says one thing, it might be something else. So, adhere to all safety rules, and yeah, enjoy planting. So, stick around. We'll see what else happens. Alright guys, so I've got my bed amended with the new topsoil, and what I've decided to go with is a blue bush, or a blue lake bush bean is what it is. And a friend of mine had brought these over. I think they were some heirloom seeds from his family, and so we're going to try and get them to grow here in this raised bed. And the cool thing is, these beans could be ready in as little as 48 days. So I would be able to turn these over again before wintertime. So that's pretty good. So I've planted probably just over 120 beans. They're spaced about 4 or 5 inches apart and at a depth between 1 and 1.5 inch. Well, I've got to cover them up, but this is what's going on right here. So that's what they look like in the bed. So I'm going to get that covered up and watered in, and then we'll just have to sit back and I'll keep you posted on the progress. All right. right, let me go ahead and cover these guys up. All right, so I've got these Blue Lake bush beans buried, like I said, about between an inch and a half. I've kind of mounted them up a little bit, and now I'm just going to water them in. Now, it does say, hey, why don't you go ahead and just water the soil before you plant the bean, but I don't see the difference, to be honest with you. Oops. I don't really know why it would want me to do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and water it in, and that's it. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted on this, and we'll check you out on the next video.